So there is a truth that really nobody in the space is telling everybody. And I want you to look at this from an unbiased perspective. I think that's the most important thing you can do for yourself in this space is do not be a maxi. Look at this from an unbiased perspective and look at possibilities. What could possibly happen? When we look at Cardano, I believe it is going to become either the most dominant or one of the most dominant chains in the space. But people need to know that there's always a possibility that that may not happen. Now, this isn't FUD or anything like that. And I want people to realize that I don't think that this has that big of an impact when it comes to ADA price. And I want to get into this. So the reason why I say that Cardano may not become the most dominant chain in the space is we have no record of adoption. Now, granted, if we look back at history, this is the first time we've actually had a functioning product in a bull market cycle. Never before have we had what we have now. 2023, major year of development for Cardano. 2022, big year as well with the Vassal hard fork. 2021, large year as well with the implementation of smart contracts. But we haven't gone through a time of actual adoption in crypto when these services can actually be utilized. So we don't know what the actual adoption of Cardano is going to look like. I've said many times, I think that the natural fallacies of the crypto space right now can organically bring people to Cardano. I don't know how anybody can argue with that when you have 100% uptime, when you have cheap transactions, when you're scalable, when you're interoperable, when you have great staking. I mean, it's I don't want to say it's perfect, but you guys get the picture. It does all these things well to where you can naturally see that spillover from other chains. Okay. But I don't think ADA itself is solely dependent on the performance of the Cardano network. And we've seen this again for those same reasons be the case throughout history. ADA has performed very well from a price standpoint for the simple fact of just existing. Hasn't had major network utilization, but yet the prices still continue to perform well. From the depths of the bear market cycle, last bear market, to the heights of the bull market, it did 150x. That is awesome. During this market cycle, from things like mass adoption, from being an approved coin in China, not that I like China crypto trading regulations, but it's one of the few coins that's actually approved over there. There is a lot of possibilities for ADA adoption itself. That's why as an ADA holder, regardless of whether the network thrives or whether it doesn't quite do as well as we hope, I still think that ADA performance is going to be very, very good. It's going to beat a lot of expectations. That's why I also think that, people saying that ADA is not going to perform well because the Cardano network isn't going to get adoption doesn't really make sense either. I think that ADA performs well regardless, and Cardano adoption only magnifies that performance even more. Just natural supply and demand, right? So this is the truth that I wanted people to hear. Cardano itself as a chain may not get the most adoption, all right? But I will say this, you can't argue with the fact of how it has been doing. Great advancements, TVL climbing, major contributions in terms of development from the community. These are the signs that you want to see. These are the things that are hinting towards major adoption when it comes to Cardano. But we have to wait and see if it's going to take place. It may not be this market cycle. It may be the following market cycle. We have to see how things go. But many, again, of the developments when it comes to Cardano are ahead of their time. And they may not get that overall utilization until years down the road. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Again, this is my unbiased approach when it comes to the Cardano blockchain. I think there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of unknowns as well. But I think being an ADA holder is something that can be very beneficial in this bull market cycle, regardless of how the Cardano chain gets adopted. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this, but I appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Show your support below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.